everyone, welcome to the next session on operations research. In this session, we are going to discuss another numerical on the topic of simplex method. Solve the following LPP using the simplex method. We have to maximize Z, which is 2x1 plus 5x2, subject to constraints x1 plus 4x2 less than equal to 24, 3x1 plus x2 less than equal to 21, x1 plus x2 is less than equal to 9. So we are going to have three constraints to deal with in this question, and x1 and x2 are given as greater than equal to 0. So we will first start by converting this inequality sign into an equal one. So I'll write down maximize Z is equal to 2x1 plus 5x2 subject to x1 plus 4x2. Here I'll add plus s1 is equal to 24. Then 3x1 plus x2 plus s2 is equal to 21. And x1 plus x2 plus s3 will be equal to 9. Lastly, I'll write down x1, x2, s1, s2, s3. All these values are greater than equal to 0. Next, we will substitute certain values as 0. So, I am assuming x1 and x2 as 0. Therefore, I will get from the first equation s1 is equal to 24, s2 will be equal to 21 and s3 will be equal to 9. So, these are the values, the basic variables which are now entering into the solution. So these are the non-basic variables and this is called as a basic variable. So we will start drawing the initial simplex table. The solution that we obtain over here is called as initial basic feasible solution. I have discussed about this term in the theory session. You can go back to the theory session and revise this. So we will start with marking CBI, then CJ, then we'll have basic variable. I am abbreviating as BV. The terms over here will be S1, S2 and S3. Okay, so these three are also there, so you can also add them in the equation of Z. Next, I will write down the coefficient of each of them from the equation of Z, that is 0. The variables that we have in the equation of Z are x1, x2, s1, s2, s3. Next is a column of solution. We will write over here the coefficients of each variable from the equation of Z. So you can see x1 is 2, x2 is 5, s1 is 0, s2 is 0, s3 is 0. So I'll write here 2, 5, 0, 0, 0. Next, in these three rows, I will write down the coefficient of each term of x1, x2, s1, s2, s3. So from the first equation we have 1, for x2 we have 4, s1 is 1 and these two are not present. From the next equation we have for x1 it is 3, x2 is 1, s2 is 1. So it is 3, 1, 0, 1, 0. Then from the third equation we have 1, 1 and 1 for x1, x2 and s3. Rest of them are 0. Then we will calculate the value of Zj and finally Cj minus Zj. So for calculating Zj, we have to multiply 0 into 1 plus 0 into 3 plus 0 into 1. 0. Next, 0 into 4 plus 0 into 1 plus 0 into 1. This is 0. Similarly, you can calculate for each of them. It will be 0 because these three terms are 0. In the solution column, you will write down the value of this S1, S2 and S3. It is 24, 21 and 9. So I'll write here 24, 21 and 9. If you multiply these numbers also with this CBI value, this will be 0. Now I'll calculate Cj minus Zj. 2 minus 0, 2. 5 minus 0, 5. 0, 0, 0. Problem is of maximization type. So all the Cj minus Zj should be less than equal to 0, which is not the case. So I will write down, since all Cj minus Zj are not less than equal to 0, therefore optimality is not reached. So if optimality is not reached, then who is the one to be taken care of? We will start with the positive values. So there are two of them, 2 and 5. We will consider the maximum one. So here it is x2 which is now going to enter the solution. And who will leave the solution? For that, we will find another column value, that is of ratio. We will divide 24 by 4. So this becomes 6, 21 by 1 is 21 and 9 by 1 is 9. The minimum value is 6. So the one which is leaving the solution is S1, as this value is 6. So we will write out, therefore x2 is entering variable and S1 is the leaving variable. What we have got now is the initial solution. Now we will be using this to calculate the iteration 1. So I'll write down iteration 1. Again we will start drawing the table. CBI, Cj, basic variable. Here instead of S1, I'll write x2. So this is x2, S2, S3. The other two are not going to change. The value of the coefficient of x2 is 5 and these two are 0 in the equation of z. Here we have x1, x2, S1, S2, S3. Then we will calculate solution. The coefficient of x1 in the equation of z is 2, as x2 is 5, this is 0, 0, 0. We need to calculate zj and also cj minus zj. We will start with the first row because this contains the key element. So we will divide each term by 4. So the first term is 1 by 4, second is just 1, then again 1 by 4, this is 0, 0. In this place it is 24, so 24 by 4 is 6. We have divided all the terms by 4. Now I'll tell you one thing clearly, below the key element these two terms will be 0 is what I have already figured out. So without calculating directly, I'll write these to 0. Even if you calculate, you will get them as 0. I have already explained you the concept before in the previous numerical. You can go back and check. You will understand why they are 0. So we will start with this term 3. This will be 3 minus corresponding key row, that is 1, corresponding key element, that is 1, divided by 4. So this is 3 minus 1 by 4, this is 11 by 4. Similarly, you can calculate for all the other terms. I will directly write the value now. It is minus 1 by 4, this is 1, this is 0 and this is going to be 15. Similarly, you can calculate for the lower one. For the first one, I'll show you, it is 1 minus 1 into 1 divide by 4. So it is 1 minus 1 by 4. So this is 4 minus 1, that is 3 by 4. So that is the first value. Similarly, you can calculate all of them. This will be minus 1 by 4. This is 0. This is 1. And this is 3. Once you have calculated this table, you can calculate Zj. 5 into 1 by 4 plus 0 into 11 by 4 plus 0 into 3 by 4. So this becomes 5 by 4. First value is 5. This is 5 by 4. This is 0, 0. And this is 5, 6 are 30. Now Cj minus Zj, it is going to be 2 minus 5 by 4. So this is 8 minus 5, that is 3 by 4. This will be 5 minus 5, 0. This is 5 by 4, so minus 5 by 4. This is 0, 0. Now Cj minus Zj should be less than equal to 0. Less than 0, correct. These three are equal to 0, good enough. But this is still positive, so you have not reached optimality. You have understood that this is going to now enter the solution, x1. We can simultaneously calculate what is going to leave the solution such that it will be easier. Now for calculating the ratio, 6 upon 1 by 4. So this becomes 6 4s are 24. This is 15 divided by 11 by 4. So this will be 60 by 11. And the last one is 3 divided by 3 by 4. So this is just 4. So if you calculate, this is going to be approximately 5.55. So the minimum value is 4. So who will leave the solution? S3. So I write down, since all Cj minus Zj are not less than equal to 0, therefore optimality is not reached. So what happens is x1 is going to enter the solution as the entering variable and S3 is going to be the leaving variable. So once we have figured out this, we will go for the iteration 2. So we will write down iteration 2. We'll start with CBI, Cj, basic variable. Here the first value is x2, s2 and then x1. So write down x2, s2, x1. Be very careful when you are entering this data, because if you make a mistake in any one value, you will keep on running into the loop of solving iterations and you may not end up getting the solution. So please be very careful while solving. Take your time while solving, because if you are not taking time initially, at the end if you get a mistake, it is really difficult to figure out at what stage you have made a mistake. So x2's coefficient is 5, 0 and this is 2. Now we have x1, x2, s1, s2, s3. Then we have solution. So this is 2, 5, 0, 0, 0. Now again we'll start. The key element is 3 by 4. So divide this entire third row by 3 by 4. First value is 1. This is 0. Then you have minus 1 by 4 divided by 3 by 4. So it is minus 1 by 3. This is going to be 0. This is 4 by 3. And this value is going to be 4. Next, I will tell you directly these two are 0. So I am just reducing the time, 0 and 0. For calculating these positions, I'll show you one of them. This is 1. So 1 minus, okay, this is very easy because 0 into 1 by 4. So I don't have to think further. It is just 1. The next one I'll show you then. This is 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 minus 1 by 4 into 1 by 4 divide by 3 by 4. So this is 1 by 4 minus plus. So 1 by 16. So this will be 3 and this will be 4. Be careful. This 3 is in the denominator. This 4 gets shifted to the numerator. So this will be 4. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 12. Denominator is 12. This will be 3 plus 1. That is 4 by 12. This is 1 by 3. That is this value over here. Similarly, you can calculate these two now. This will be 0. This will be minus 1 by 3. And this is going to be 5. Then you can calculate for this position. This is again easy because it is 0 minus these two numbers. If they are number, then it is difficult to solve. If one of them becomes 0, it is just negligible, 0. So the answer will be the same value, old value. So this is going to be 0. This is easier. I'll show you for one more. See this position. 1 minus 0 into this number. It is 0. So this number S2 will be 1. Now you can calculate for the rest two position. Don't be happy if this old value is 0. Be happy if one of the two either key row or key column element is 0. If that is 0, be happy. If this position itself is holding an old value is of 0, then it is of no point. It is just that the number will now be minus something, negative. So let me solve for this position. As this seems a little difficult, it is minus 1 by 4 minus this into this. So it is minus 1 by 4 into 11 by 4 divided by 3 by 4. This is minus 1 by 4 plus. This is 11 by 16 into 3 and 4 gets shifted here. So this will be minus 1 by 4 plus 11 by 12. So this is 12. Common denominator. This will be 3 minus 3 plus 11. So 4 2s are 4 3s are. So this will be 2 by 3. That is the position of S1, 2 by 3. Similarly, you can calculate these two now. This turns out to be minus 11 by 3 and this turns out to be 4. So now let's check Zj and Cj minus Zj. Zj is 5 into 0 plus 0 into 0 plus 2 into 1. So this is 2. 5 into 1 plus 0 into 0 plus 2 into 0. So just 5. This is 5 into 1 by 3. So 5 by 3. 0 into 2 by 3 gone. And 2 into minus 1 by 3. So minus 2 by 3. So this is just 1. 5 into 0. 0 into 1. 2 into 0. 0. 5 into minus 1 by 3. The second term will be 0 into minus 11 by 3. So 0. And the last one is 4 into 4 by 3. This is 8 by 3. So this is 3 by 3 again 1. Last. 5 5s are 25. Center one you can neglect. And last one is 4 2s are 8. So this becomes 33. So now let's find out. Cj minus Zj. 0, 0, minus 1, 0, minus 1. Since all Cj minus Zj are less than equal to 0. Sorry. Just write down less than equal to 0. Therefore, optimality is reached and Z optimum or Z max, whatever you want to write, this value is going to be 33, where the value of x2 is 5 and x1 is 4. Though you get the value of S2 as 4, this does not hold any value because in the equation of Z, you have assumed the coefficient of S2 as 0. So substituting this will not mean anything. I'll show you. X1 is 4, X2 is 5. So let's go back to the main equation. Here Z is equal to 2 into 4 plus 5 into 5. 4 2s are 8, 25. The Z value is what we got there, 33. So that's how you get the answer. In this equation, you can observe these three are having coefficient 0. So even though S2 has turned out to be 4, it's of no use because substituting will not mean anything. So I hope you have understood how to solve this problem of maximization. With this, I end the session. If you have any doubts, please write to me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for latest video updates. See you in the next session. Thank you.